Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Prince Magnum channel where hot rodding and romance do coexist. I'm your host, Prince Magnum. We're live once again, and just as the title says, I could use some suggestions from you guys in the Maverick Nation. I also got some ideas of my own I want to run across to you guys and see what y'all think of some videos that need to kind of make their way back onto the Prince Magnum channel. Some old ideas maybe making a return. We're going to see how this turns out. Um, basically, for premiere videos and things like that, could definitely use some ideas. Figure this would be a great way to get some input and kind of hear what a lot of people would like to see and what they'd like to, just kind of that sort of thing. We're going to run some ideas by you guys, run some ideas by y'all. And of course, beyond those ideas, what's going on, Kevin Myers? Welcome to the live stream, my friend. I'm glad you're here. Got a lot of video ideas, okay? And we're not just talking about, we're talking about some awesome premiere video ideas that I'm going to be running by you guys. Along with that, we're also taking a good close look at some possible future videos, maybe even bringing back a series that initially I thought was kind of defunct. Also taking a look at awesome, and also taking a good close look at basically. Well, we're going to kind of wait a few, kind of let everyone start making their way in. I've got a lot of ideas. And some of them that I've been working on for a couple years, some of them that are pretty recent. We just got a new update. Basically, I just updated, I got a new editing software program that I'm really excited about, breaking in. We've got a lot of stuff that's kind of, that I've been working on for a good little bit. Currently, basically there's a video that's going to be coming out pretty soon, closer to the end of November. We're going to talk a little bit about that video. Basically, I got lucky. I had already started planning this earlier in the year, because I knew it was going to be coming closer to time, and because of that, I knew full well that I was going to be doing it. So I finished this. I finished this video way back in, believe it or not, I finished it all the way back in early August. Well, here we are now, beginning of October. Well, close to the middle of October, and basically in a few more weeks, this video will be released. Along with that, we're probably looking at bringing back a series that initially wasn't doing so great here on the channel. So we'll talk a little bit about that. But at the same time, I kind of also want some of you guys, what would you guys like to see here on the channel? And I got a funny feeling one of them is going to be a return of a series that I had kind of let go a little while back. So we're going to definitely dive into that. So I figured I'll go live instead of putting it up as a community post. Go live, and even people watching the playback. How you doing, Queen? People watching the playback can easily leave it in the comments section. I also got a notebook sitting here where I can kind of go through and start taking notes and getting some ideas of things that you guys would like to see. There's some things that I'm dead set on doing and kind of that sort of thing. So I'm pretty dead set on some things, and I might even tell you guys some of the stuff that's kind of already in the editor right now, that sort of thing. So there's going to be there's going to be some channel updates. Along with that, there's even going to be some of those things that, okay, we're looking at doing this. It's so good to see you all here tonight. I don't suspect that it's going to be a huge stream tonight. It might be a good sized stream. I didn't bother to shout it out to a lot of people. I'm doing good tonight. It's been a pretty good evening, actually, despite the fact that I just had an old coworker of mine get in contact with me yesterday. Her mom passed away, and her and I weren't always on the greatest of speaking terms. Not always. Sometimes we were, sometimes we weren't. Hubby's taking a nap. All right. So there's going to be some things that, in today's video, I'm going to be kind of taking some ideas down. You know, along with that, I'll even give you guys an inside track on a video that a couple of videos I'm working on right now. Actually, about 3 videos that are in the can right now. So it's one of those things. I already basically I got to finish editing like 3 videos right now. I haven't had a chance to corner Ian yet. I haven't just not had a chance to holler at him. I need to. I need to holler at him, see, kind of clue him in on what's going on and things like that. So there's a lot of stuff to get caught up. I've been so busy today working that I've not had the opportunity to corner him. So I've not had an opportunity to corner him yet. He's just, he's just getting back from vacation. I'm also kind of letting him get settled back in. But then there's the other stuff that, I've been busy today. I've been super busy. So I've not had a whole lot of time to corner him yet. Ian's one of those guys. I mean, when he gets streaming and gets working, he's hard to corner. So tonight is going to be a lot of, what can we do for videos? What's going on, Chairman? Good to see you, buddy. What can we do to spice up the video side of the channel? And that's actually been something that I cornered him in Fall Guys. I know you guys have been enjoying that game, and that's really awesome. Honestly, I'm not a big fan of Fall Guys from watching it. I mean, I probably might change my mind a little bit if I played it a little bit, but I'll be honest with you, it doesn't look like my cup of tea. Oh, there you go. A&W Root Beer, one of my favorites too. Hey, what's going on, Harold? You've got new videos? Well, you know what to do. Drop them in the chat so we can get over there. I'm still cleaning off some of my makeup from yesterday. Y'all probably still see that from the Cinnamon live stream yesterday. So that is definitely something that we've been, doing a lot of lately is, the Cinnamon live stream has been right. It's kind of like for me with Fortnite, which I ended up meeting somebody who's got a small time channel. I got to talk to him a little bit more. They only, oh, you saw the new one, Cinnamon. Yeah, that was a lot of fun. Basically, oh yeah, the Cinnamon live stream yesterday. Yesterday was Cinnamon Saturday. Basically, we unveiled a Fortnite compilation yesterday where it was basically Cinnamon playing Fortnite. Yeah, I was wondering how that. Let us know how you're doing with that. Now, tomorrow, it looks like there's probably not going to be a live stream tomorrow because I'll be absolutely honest with you. It's been getting darker lately a lot sooner. I mean, the weather's been decent, but it's been getting darker a lot sooner. And we are looking at where I'm wanting to do another Fire Pit live stream, but we've just not gotten there yet. So that's kind of in the making. So I've just got to go out. I was just sitting there thinking about Queen yesterday. She about had herself a freaking heart attack. This, Cinnamon was evidently on her game yesterday, and Queen was just like, I don't know what to say. Holy cow! Holy crap, Batman! Oh, you're working on your TikTok video? That's what's up. That reminds me. While I'm also kind of there you go, PC and mobile. Princess Faye is talking about getting a group together to do that. Yep. That brings to mind that tomorrow we will not be live streaming tomorrow or Tuesday. I know Tuesday Madness will be back on with Ian returning home. And of course, I will not stream that day. Um, but I'm going to try to corner Ian and see if he's ready to film the cinnamon, the cinnamon Fortnite challenge. Now, if any of you all do play Fortnite and you want your time with cinnamon on Fortnite, basically, the way this challenge works is we know that cinnamon says a lot of innuendo stuff. It's very laced with a lot of innuendo. So much so that that her streams are adult only. Um, so we know that at some point that cinnamon will. All right. Well, you let me know when you get that thing loaded. Holler at me so I can get over there and make sure that I see it. But the way the challenge works is because cinnamon speaks in a lot of innuendo. And I got the idea one day because I was in Tuesday Night Madness, and and at one point it was just Ian and myself, and somebody said something. I think it might have been Sean who might have said it in the chat. He said that I would like to see Cinnamon play. Well, give it a try, see what you think. But he kind of, I think it was Sean that said, I would like to see Cinnamon play Fortnite. And and I briefly went into the character for just a moment and said something about pulling out a big gun. And Ian started snickering. And then I think it was Mike G who turns around and says in chat, why? Just why? And immediately I thought, here's an idea. There's so many people doing the try not to laugh challenge. What if I recorded that? And of course, even said some of that yesterday. You know, what did you all think of me playing Fortnite? And you know, did you all enjoy it when I pulled out my big gun and sprayed down the and everyone was laughing because it's like, okay, so we all got a dirty mind. And there's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with that. I plan on being a dirty old man myself. Knew that years ago. We all perverted to some degree. So because of that, I got this idea that what I was going to be, yeah, poor Queen's laughing now. We all have a dirty mind. It's just what degree of a dirty mind have you got? Some people more than others. And I'm a very perverted individual. So because of that, I got the idea that maybe, you know, putting that, you know, having Cinnamon act out, you know, there you go, Kevin. You know, kind of acting that whole thing out. I thought it would be, you know, a great way for everyone to have a good laugh. And of course, we can lock it down where, you know, it's age restricted. So this was an idea I got for days that, right. And so, and I figured this would be a great time. You know, I've got enough content now kind of backing me up. Princess Faye has put her foot down and says she wants me to take a little bit of time off from YouTube, from streaming every day, because I've been burning the candle at both ends. Streaming every day. What's going on, Mystical? You missed it yesterday. It was a Cinnamon live stream, and she was on fire. Oh my goodness. It was supposed to be, if you're in the Discord, you can ask Cinnamon, your questions, or you can ask in the live stream, and that's what getting spicy with Cinnamon is all about. And it's become more of a reminder to keep the, you know, keep it interesting, keep it interesting, keep it spicy. So Cinnamon was on yesterday, and of course, it was a lot of fun. Hi, honey. There's my beautiful wife. Wouldn't know what I'd do without her. Most days I can't find my socks without her. So that's just some of the things that we're looking at doing. Doing those streams, and I'm well, not necessarily streams, but videos. So that's some of the ideas that we've got. And I know a lot of you have said you would like to see that, try not to laugh challenge. Um, So about a half an hour, you get to play Fortnite with Cinnamon. And if you play Fortnite, and your objective is to try not to laugh at the innuendo that Cinnamon puts in to that into that those rounds on Fortnite. So that's kind of the game plan there. I know you are, baby. Oh yeah, oh yeah. I know a lot of people will lose their stuff watching that challenge. So yeah, that's definitely on the agenda. I figured it would be a lot of fun. And if you don't have Fortnite, and you can download it, you can play it for free on pretty much any platform, and you can, yeah, it's a lot of fun. And even if you don't keep it after that, you can still do the challenge if you want. It's completely and totally up to you. It won't be live unless you want it to be live on your own channel. I will not live stream it. I know Ian has said he's going to do it live, and I think Raven might do the same thing. He's talking about doing a face cam and that sort of thing. But basically, in about a half an hour time frame, you have to, see we see how many times you laugh. So that's definitely on the table, and adults only for this for this video. So now that I've said that, that gets the first part out of the way. Currently, right now, I'm also getting ready to finish editing a video that will be ready for upload. Since a lot of you got introduced to Project Spirit, oh, you want to live it? Well, see, the thing of it is that I got to hear your laughs. It's got to come through laughing. So I don't know if you want to live stream that, Queen. But basically, I have to catch you laughing. Basically, because my OBS will pick up your voice as it comes through, because it'll pick up all the gameplay, but it'll also pick up the voices and everything. So that's how I'll know you're laughing. And then basically in the corner of the screen, I'll put a number there, basically how many times you've laughed. And if you go into an uncontrollable laugh where it's just straight up, you can't even breathe, I mean, the counter will just break. Yeah, I'll just put broken counter at that point, or ding, 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 like that. It'll sound like that. So we're gonna have a lot of fun with that. It's gonna be a great time. So I don't know if you want to do it that way. I mean, if you do, that's great. But I know when I go to do it, through OBS, I got to catch you laughing. Yeah. Which I know there will be some of you that it'll, when it goes through the editor, there's gonna be a lot of you that's gonna have a broken counter. It's just the way it is. The Try Not to Laugh Cinnamon Challenge. Now, there is a video I'm about to finish editing. Currently, right now, in the editor at the moment, is a video where, since that premiere video of Project Spirit going 80 and 90 miles an hour at some points in that video, a lot of people oh my gosh. Hey, what's going on, Sean? We were just talking about the Cinnamon try not to laugh at Cinnamon Fortnite challenges. Currently also, right, Queen? You might have a broken counter. Oh my gosh, yeah, you'll probably have a broken counter. TFZ has told me on numerous occasions that he knows when you're watching. He knows when you're watching a Cinnamon live stream and I say something very risque as Cinnamon, because you'll be face palmed like this at whatever you're watching me on, giggling uncontrollably. So there's an excellent chance that your counter will be broken, like doubly broken, so there's that. Yeah. So yeah, just kind of a heads up on that. Um, which you got to get on there. You're all behind right now on Fortnite. Currently, right now, I'm about done with all my challenges again from last week and this week. I'm almost done with all of them. Hey, what's going on, Minty? Good to see you, buddy. So we got a lot of stuff happening on the channel. Let me tell you guys right now about a couple of videos that's in the editor right now. There is a bread video in the editor at this very moment that I've got to finish. I'm doing fantastic. Hmm. Um, so that's something that's in the editor right now. Is an actual bread bread video. So that is in the editor right now as we speak. Because I know a lot of you said that looks really good, and it's like, well, why don't I share the recipe? So that is in the editor. Along with that, in the editor right now also is a cooking collab with my dear friends over in the Eclipse. The Eclipse members have decided they wanted to do a cooking collab, and since I'm a member, I kind of sat on the sidelines, letting them all everyone else kind of figure out what they wanted to do. And I didn't know if I really wanted to do it yet, but then when it came time, I was like, yeah, I'm going to do this. When the ingredients came up. So I thought, hey, I'll do this. Yeah, it sounds like a lot of fun. So that is in the editor. And basically, you had to take 3 ingredients and either make one big dish out of it or make a meal out of it. It was kind of left up to the creator how they wanted to do it. And basically, I did basically a nice kind of traditional spaghetti. And that's more of an Italian tradition spaghetti, not spaghetti and tomato sauce and all that other stuff. I didn't bother doing that. But then there was pan fried chicken tenders, which we've done on the channel, and then there was broccoli and cheese, which we have never done on this channel. So that was the first time, and it was really good. Enjoyed eating it. Queen is probably going to be very upset because it's already gone. It was dang good, dang good. We actually used olive oil and freshly grated Parmesan cheese. Oh, you playing with that little nephew of yours. All right, you let me know when you got that video up. Holler at me. All right. Um, so it was kind of our traditional spaghetti. Yeah, collaboration videos are really a great way to expand your channel, and that's exactly what we're doing on, with the other members of Eclipse. Just good people. I know there for a minute they had some problems, but I didn't pay a whole lot of mind to it. But it was, you know, there you go, there you go. Eventually, I thought about doing uh, diving into yeah, they're a lot of fun, a lot of fun. I thought about diving into like some old like an old video game that is supposedly has some unusual activity in it. Like there's supposed to be like some hauntings and and cryptoids. Cryptozoology for those that don't know what I'm talking about. Cryptos. Um, things like that. And the game is, I've thought about doing this. I don't know if I'm actually going to do it. Is Grand Theft Auto San Andreas. There's actually an entire channel that does that. And I thought it was really interesting. But basically taking some of the things that has been learned from that game and kind of talking about it in a particular video. Of course, we've already done actual actual haunting investigations, and there is video footage. I'll have to go looking. I think I still got it hidden somewhere. Where I actually go into some urban legends from an area I used to live in, which there was a Civil War battle where not too far from where I live right now. If you find that interesting. So now that I've said all of that, um, you know, just one of them things. Yeah. So we might use that old video footage and do that. I was almost afraid to release that video footage, simply put, because some of the family members that be involved, well, that that their loved one was involved in, might actually still be alive, and I'd almost feel like it would be in poor taste if I did that. Sean, hashtag cinnamon at McDonald's. Oh my God, that'd be awesome. Oh, it's not even right. It'd be funny as hell, though. Actually, that does bring to mind that at some point we're definitely going to have to get cinnamon out mingling with the public, which means that there's going to have to be more investment in costumes. The makeup is phenomenal, but costumes we will need. Um, so that's definitely on the plate. Drive through. Hello. Oh my God. What the ding dang dongly do? Gives whole new meaning. Hey, what's going on, Tago? What is this? Oh, thank you, Tago. Appreciate that. Well, if you is a firefighter, you already got our support. That brings to mind some other video ideas that we have been looking at for future live streams. Well, for future up smokes. Yeah, you can have a cigarette with me if you don't mind coughing up your lungs. I don't smoke anything else but cigarettes. It's just one of those things. I smoke cigars and the occasional cigarette. That's about as far as it goes. I don't do anything else, you know. But for the firefighter 1340, real quick, that is something that has been brought up on the channel that I've toyed with the idea, and it was around the time before COPA, so I've been a little bit hesitant to it. But for the kids, no, he doesn't. Kick him out. But that brings to mind a firefighter video that I thought about doing. Music request streams, that is a possibility. That is a possibility. Be sure to get those screenshots of that name. And Sean, if you would send that directly to me, you already have my email address like nobody's business. If you would be so kind to send that to me, because he just kind of threw himself under a bus. Yeah, we know who that is. But any hoopty doo. Um, I need coffee. We need coffee, don't we? Coffee and cigars. Yeah, I'm that kind of guy. Coffee and cigars. But anyhow, one of the ideas that I have also, you need to talk to me privately. Um, it's actually ridiculously easy. You are welcome to. Real quick. Hang on here. Thank you. Thank you, Sean. Now be sure to pull that back down after Tago says he's got it. Tago, once you get that, I'm going to have Sean go ahead and pull that back down. What's going on, Mikey G? Good to see you. Normally, I would leave that out there so anyone done? Okay. Sean, would you go ahead and pull that back down? go. Normally, I don't mind that, but with all the current events, it's not necessary. But yes, you're more than welcome to. And if you live in the United States or Canada, with your email, I'll be actually send you my phone number so you can talk to me directly. There you go. That way you can talk to me directly. So you will have that. It won't matter if it's Samsung or anything like that. Yeah, totally easy. Um, it's with Samsung devices. If I remember correctly, you just hold down the power button. Oh, someone just wanted to talk to me, privately. But anyhow, um, yeah. So one of the things that we've been looking at doing is kind of like a couple of videos directly as education for kids, kind of almost like a Mister Rogers sort of thing. I'm going to move that out of the way for just a moment. Kind of teaching about law enforcement, firefighters, and nope, we're just taking in ideas because here pretty soon I'm going to kind of back off from streaming just about dang near every day. There for a little while, it was 7 days a week. Yep. There'll be, I know on my Motorola, if you hold down the power button, this thing will pop up that'll allow you to stream, to screenshot. And it'll pop up a little thing that it'll say screenshot. Sure. So that is that. But when you're live streaming from a mobile device, I got to rely on all of you to cover me there. So there is that little tidbit. So we're going to come back just shortly. Coffee pots a perkin'. But kind of as a stand, so I thought about, kind of doing videos that would involve firefighters. Channel art is usually done by my wife. She's the one who does all of the Prince Magnum channel art. Which if you did, I mean, we would definitely use it and we'd definitely feature it. But the main artwork always goes through Princess Faye. She's the one who handles all of my artwork. Not saying that, it's just one of those things that I won't hand that off to anybody because she's like, no, that's my department on your channel. But I will say that at some point, if anybody sends me any enough artwork, I'm definitely going to start featuring it as kind of like, well, this person, basically like, we're getting big enough now where at some point, I would love to see where enough artwork from other people came in that what would start happening is that basically I could get enough of it together and that sort of thing and make like a really long thank you video for everyone that does that. So that is definitely something, and basically I would put where it came from and everything. And basically that would be my way of shouting out your capabilities too, because it's not just about me anymore. The Prince Magnum channel is, all about all of you in a lot of ways. It's my show and that sort of thing. But in day's end, I mean, you guys got a lot of time and time invested in this as well. So I got to take into account that, you all have time invested in this as well. I've got to be real about this. I mean, I'm close to being, yeah, and if I can help you, increase your side job, make a little extra money off it, by all means, I will help. I have no problem helping people out, getting their work shouted out and everything. I love doing that. It's so much fun. Which Princess Faye is actually, she also does that as well. She does all of the artwork you see her on the channel. That's her. So, so that is that. There you go. How you doing, Allie? That's Alley Cat. runs a wonderful stream. I need to get over there and see you a little bit more, Allie. You're getting close to that 1K yourself. It's like really close. I know I was in there the other day. I didn't say anything, but I was there. I was in the middle of editing, but I was there. And I was like, my goodness, Allie's doing really good. You know, of course, you put on a good show, Allie. You put on an amazing show. It's good to see you tonight. I'm glad you're doing awesome. How's the Allie kitten doing? How the kids? There's a couple of you, and the more I see you guys, I always think of bringing you guys into the Sunnies and into the Eclipse because there's a lot of you great content creators. Hey, um, Wednesday Night Raiders, if you're live when we go, we're definitely rating your channel and trying to bring, we'll try to bring as much support as possible over to you. Wednesday Night Raiders. We go we start at 7 o'clock my time. So I'm definitely going to try to bring, if you're live around that time, we'll try to bring as many people as possible over. Which brings us to tomorrow, which is Monday for those of us here in the States. I know for some of you all over across the pond, over in the UK, you guys are 6 hours ahead of us. So right now, currently, it's you guys are already on the next day. You guys are in the future. Anyhow, that's awesome, Allie. I'm so glad. So glad. So, again, Queen likes that. You're in the future. But anyhow, you know, so there's a lot of stuff kind of happening here on the channel. We are going to start backing off a little bit from streaming because I'll be honest with you, it is getting darker and we have to start thinking about when it gets colder. So it's definitely going to be a lot of uploaded content. And I will tell you all right now, with the uploaded content that I have right now, hey, Tago's an awesome guy. Awesome guy. You know, here's the thing. As the channel has continued to grow, we are now at that stage where I've got enough content that I can release it. Right now, I have enough for, if I was to release a video, I could release a video right now 3 times a week for the next 3 weeks, and I would still be good. The idea behind what I'm doing right now is kind of stuff that I can release kind of over time, kind of piecemeal. And some of it's really, really good. Some of it's all right. And then there's some that'll just blow your mind. Obviously in here, we've got more Fortnite compilations. We've also got Cinnamon Saves the World, Fortnite. We've got a lot of stuff that we're working on right now. But the main part of the stream is, what are some things that you guys would like to see, especially on the hot rodding side? What kind of stuff would you guys like to see? I know there's also been talk within the Sunnies that a lot of people would like to see me do more voiceover stuff and would like to see the top 10s come back. I know a lot of people have been asking for the top 10s again for videos. Like one of them that I did, like the one that the Sunny, that has been a big talk within the Sunnies, has been the top 10 people you will meet at a car show. And these are the people that you would see come to a car show and display their vehicle. I know, let's talk about it with Jamie. One of the ones that she really fell in love with in that particular one was the Hot Rod Henrietta. And what it was is just kind of like the female hot rodder. She has her own project, and all the guys are checking out, those hot, they're not checking out the car that the female hot rodder brought. They're checking out the female. This is literally a true story. I kid you not. Back when Princess Faye had a 77 Maverick known as, oh, you're more than welcome, Mikey G. I was glad to have you there. I appreciate you being a part of it. Thank you. Couldn't have got that video footage without you. So now that I've said that, you know, there was actually a time that Princess Faye had a 77 Maverick to match Project Spirit, and that car was known as Project Vera. Project Vera. And I forget exactly where she got the name. She had a specific way that she got the name, but ironically enough, when we would go to car meets or car shows, the guys really fell in love with Project Vera more than Project Spirit. And the reason why was because a woman was doing it. And so there was that whole thing. But here, this is a true story. A lot of times, Princess Faye is a beautiful woman, period. Oh, you're 2 tiers away from 100? That's what's up. But the irony of that particular story, of this particular story, is Princess Faye was out working on Project Vera, and she had something taken off and something like that. But our neighbors downstairs underneath us were there was a couple of guys living there and one gal. It was kind of like a couple along with a friend of theirs living in the same apartment. And the two guys were gawking at Princess Faye while she was working on the car, and they were not drooling over the car, they were drooling over her. And so I included that into the Hot Rod Henrietta part of the store of that particular segment of the video, because that's actually a true thing. A lot of times the guys will gawk at the female hot rodders, and I even because of that, there's been more talk that the top tens should return to the Prince Magnum channel with voiceovers from me. So would you guys like to see the return of the hot rodding top tens? Because I mean, there's a laundry list of things that we could do, a laundry list of things. I mean, if you guys want to see that, that's definitely on the plate. While you guys are deciding that, I will also tell you there's a video right now where I'm getting ready to review, and it's my first one. It's kind of a creator's bucket list thing for myself. I'm going to be traveling back to an older movie, not an old movie, but an older movie, breaking down a race, and it's from Too Fast, Too Furious. Paul Walker. This is the one of the only ones that did not have Vin Diesel in it. Actually, it was the only one that did not have Vin Diesel in it for the most part. I mean, Vin Diesel at the very beginning, if you have the director's cut and that sort of thing, then yeah, you got to see him for a brief moment, but it was only left over from the first movie. And so I'm actually traveling back and kind of breaking down that first race on a couple of things that kind of stand out to us gearheads, and including something that actually YouTubers in the custom car community actually get wrong, something that isn't talked about properly. And it's actually a meme within the custom car community. And I thought it would be funny to actually break that down and kind of, no, this is actually right. It's just that maybe they're not filming it right, but this is right. And kind of breaking some of that down. And if it takes off enough where it might actually, where YouTube doesn't mess with it too much, then I might do this a little bit more. That sort of thing. Yeah, you get it. No, actually, if this one takes off, I'm going to review the very first race from the very first Fast and Furious movie. That is definitely on the plate. Kind of like, it was Vin Diesel right when he said that? When Paul Walker's character, Brian O'Connor says, dude, I almost had you. And he turns around and says, winning is still winning. It doesn't matter if you win by an inch or by a mile. That's actually true. It does not matter. A win is still a win. And and I'm even for that particular movie, I'm actually going to have to trust on another guy who has a YouTube channel Chris Lieberman. And Chris Lieberman has been a consultant. Oh, Fast and Furious has, I mean, it's got its haters, and it's really for people who like to look at the cars. It's really not so much for gearheads. The truth of it is I watch it because I like the cars. And honestly, Fast and Furious really did something for the car community at the time. The custom car world was kind of in a decline. History has a tendency to repeat itself. In the 1970s, the custom car world. Hey, what's going on, Austin? Welcome to the live stream, my friend. So in the custom car community at that time, it's good to see you, Austin. Good to see you, buddy. Hope you're doing good. Hope everyone's doing good. But in the custom car community around that time, honestly, that's so cliche, stupid, man. I mean, come on. Live life 1/4 mile at a time. No. Because at some point you got to come off the track. Okay. That's just the honest to goodness truth. It sounds good for Hollywood, but I'll be honest with you. Cars have been a part of my life for years, but at some point I got to get out of the car. Come on, man. I mean, it sounds good, it sounds good, but in reality, there you go. So if you will, that it sounds good for Hollywood, but at some point, hang it up, man. Hang it up. So now that I've said that, let me also say that there's a lot of Hollywood in those movies, and it sounds awesome, but at some points, like the whole. Oh, you're waiting for number 10? Yeah, me too. Let me also say that one of the other things that is going to have to be brought up, like breaking down the second video, like one of the things that they talked that's oftentimes joked about is the fact that when they hit the button for nitrous oxide and the car, it looks like it's going into hyperspace. I actually break that down from a driver's perspective. And kind of break that down a little bit. Along with that, how it might actually feel to the driver and that sort of thing. And the other thing is that one of the other ongoing things, and I actually break this down in this video that I have to finish editing, the constant shifting that you see through the first race. It looks good, and it's really cool and everything, but that sort of thing. And of course, the exhaust flames in the first. So I break that all down and kind of, is it BS or is it for real? Is it possible? And basically I explain, depending on how it's filmed and everything, it might be right or it may not be right. So even breaking down that jump and looking at it from a driver's perspective, because I have done my fair share of street racing before. I'm not going to lie. There was a time that dear old Prince Magnum was crazy as a loon behind the wheel. As a matter of fact, one of the ongoing jokes that I've had for a long time, that the biggest problem with all of my with any car that I've ever had is the loose nut behind the wheel. And there's a lot of truth to that. I know Queen somewhere lurking in the background. I've had Project Spirit all the way up to 130. But that's not the fastest I've ever taken a vehicle. The fastest I've ever had a vehicle, the fastest I've ever had a vehicle has been a top speed of 155, and that was in a 1978 Camaro Berlinetta that my dad and I had built. Took us about 6 months to finish it, as finished as it could be, and that is the fastest I have ever had a vehicle. You know, I was 18 and 19 then. Okay, okay, Queen, don't reach through here and yeah, face palm. Yep. So, so we're looking at. I'm gonna do one. We're gonna see how it comes out. If you guys like it, then we're definitely gonna dive into this. We're gonna kind of see how the community feels about it. So that is definitely on the plate. Along with that, we're also going to take a look at, um, once this pandemic dies on, depends on what Corvette Stingray you're talking about there, Chairman. If you're talking about a modern one, yeah, they get ridiculously fast. Hey, Project Spirit, I'm telling you, fun car. Absolutely fun car. I love driving Project Spirit. Um, and eventually we're going to look at that. But we are talking about bringing back the top tens. Mm. Hey, the Corvette has always been, without question, the Corvette has, uh, the Corvette has always been uh, America's first sports car. Hey, what's going on, Blucky? Good to see you. Good to see you, buddy boy. Hey, Megan, did the CAT scan go okay? Did the CAT scan go okay, Megan? That's my big question right now. Did it go okay? Do you know the results yet, or is the are the professionals still looking at it? After you left Doug's live stream to go get your CAT scan done, I put it. You haven't got the results yet. Keep me posted. Keep us all posted. I've been wondering how you've been doing. Uh, Poor Megan's stuck in the hospital with pneumonia. Yeah, 210. Yeah, the Corvette can get ridiculously fast. Now, I'm going to tell y'all a little inside, give y'all a little inside track. Oh, thank you so much, Megan. Lots of prayers, lots of streamer hugs out to you, Megan. When you said that you were in the hospital with pneumonia, I've just been thinking about you. I hope you're doing okay. I hope you're hanging in there and you come out of this all right because I've actually lost a couple of family members to pneumonia, so it kind of scares me a little bit. I worry. For those who do not know, just Megan and Rodney does amazing, streams and just wonderful personality. I've been in a couple of her streams and hung out, and just wonderful people that come in there. Just absolutely a fantastic personality. Um, oh, thank you so much, Megan. Uh, you know, she just has a wonderful, wonderful personality. If you guys have not checked out just Megan and Rodney, please do so. Megan, if you've got the link to your channel, be sure to drop it in here so we can all get to know you a little bit better. She's coming up. Yeah, she's one of us. She's one of our lady mavericks. So be sure to support just Megan and Rodney. Absolutely fantastic. Actually, that's now been broken, Chairman. It's not the Veyron anymore. That's long since been broken. Probably, if I remember correctly, it's been broken a little while back. Uh, about 5 years ago, that was well broken. I know Bugatti now has a car that can outrun their own Veyron. And I think, yeah, there's a few others that are up there. There you go. There you go. Um, so by all means, we are definitely going to be diving into that. I'm also kind of taking a look at, for new hot rodders, kind of a top 10. Yep, yep. I know that one's up there. Honestly, I'm going to tell y'all right now, top speeds are nice, but at day's end, a lot of the old cars could achieve those top speeds with a modern transmission. Let me take y'all back in time a little bit. Back to the 1960s. Oh, Corvettes are amazing cars. Back in 1971, the 1971 Corvette with a 454. It got up to, if I remember correctly, could get up to 145 miles an hour as a top speed. Now, that doesn't sound super fast, but if you were to swap that out and change the gear ratio of the rear end, and then swap out for a different transmission that did not have a 1-to-1 ratio for its final drive in that transmission. Say you got something that was a 5 or 6 speed, and then you got the gear ratio just right, that Corvette could achieve a top speed of around 220 miles per hour. Hey, what's going on, Ian? Good to see you, buddy. It's good to see you. So that should give you an idea. But could the Corvette back then handle those kind of speeds? Well, the problem was then is the Corvette's frame was a little squishy. Yeah. Oh, there you go. That's what's up, Megan. The Corvette suspension was a little squishy back then, so you really wouldn't want to try to take it through corners at those speeds. But that should give you guys an idea. So the performance numbers were there in the 1970s. It's good to see you, Ian. I was wondering if you might be able to make it tonight. So, again, that is some of the ideas that we're going to be dealing with. Taking a look at some of those old, some of the old engines from back in the old days. What would make good performance engines for your project car? So we are looking at possibly diving back into an old Prince Magnum channel top 10, bringing that back to the channel. So that is definitely on the plate. Also, again, we have videos. We have a video coming out about Project Spirit around the beginning of November. The reason being is Project Spirit has been with the Prince Magnum channel a total of 5 years in November. 5 years. That's a long time for a project to be on a channel. But some channels have been around a lot longer than the Prince Magnum channel and had project cars on their channel for a long time. So that is definitely on the list of things to do. Yes, Sean, hashtag cinnamon at McDonald's. Oh my gosh. Megan, you rest well tonight, okay? We'll all be thinking of you. Big streamer hug to you. And of course, keep us all posted on how you're doing. I've been, keep you in my thoughts and prayers. Most definitely. You rest well. And get better soon. Get back on those streams. I enjoy those streams. They're really nice. It's so nice to see Megan in here tonight. And she's stuck in the hospital with pneumonia in both of her lungs. Hopefully she gets better very quickly. May the gods protect you through these trying times. So that is definitely on the plate. Let's see, there's a lot of stuff that we're looking at. And again, we're going to start looking at diving into a couple of videos, kind of shouting out our public servants, firefighters, EMS, which paramedics, ambulance service, and definitely shouting out the police departments, because the Prince Magnum channel does support all three. And basically these videos might be a little bit more geared for family friendly sort of stuff. Basically, I'm going to see about talking to some of the local departments and videoing them, showing off some of the equipment and some of the knowledge that has to go into that equipment. So basically, to kind of also, kind of show, basically trying to get kids interested in public service. So that's definitely on the plate, which I would have to talk to some of the local police departments and things like that. So most definitely that is something that we'll definitely have to look at. Initially, I was thinking that actually what we're looking at doing is for that particular series is, what do you do? What do you do? And I thought it would be a great way to kind of educate the kids and educate family, period. Educate family. I know YouTube, the whole COPA thing, but I'll be absolutely honest with you. In all reality, that whole COPA thing is really more for YouTube, and they just kind of dumped it on the creators, which we've talked about that. So I'm not too worried about doing a video or two like that. I thought it would be a great way to kind of help the educate, to educate. It's something that I would like to do, and Princess Faye and I have talked about this. She thinks it's a great idea. A lot of people think it's a great idea. Yeah, she's got a wonderful channel. So that's something that is definitely on the plate. Again, I would definitely do it here in town with some of the local departments in town. So that's definitely on the plate. Along with that, we're also looking at getting into, maybe again, looking at bringing back the top 10 list. I had done it a long time ago, even like the five do's and don'ts at a car show and things like that. We did a lot of that stuff. So that's definitely on the plate. But I'm also curious, what other ideas do you guys have? I know Ian wants us to go back to the drag strip. He's hoping to see that one Nova there again. Which that video is ready for upload. That video is definitely ready. I do not speak in that video. I let the cars do the talking. And believe me, those cars did a lot of talking. So I know you guys, tomorrow we will not be streaming, and Tuesday we will not be streaming, but tomorrow will be a premiere video, and Tuesday will be a premiere video. Jared, no more dressing up like Harley Quinn. What's wrong, Chairman? That one messed you up a little bit, didn't it? Now, come on, Chairman. We've even thought about having me do Harley Quinn for Halloween, too. Have Cinnamon as Harley Quinn. That would be cool. Cinnamon as Harley Quinn? Come on, man. You can't tell me you wouldn't think that was cool. Oh, that would be awesome, wouldn't it? For Halloween. Of course, then there's also Cinnamon being dressed up as Elvira. That's also been talked about. So any ideas you guys got? No, perspective. Cinnamon must not dress up as Harley Quinn. It's too much. It's too much. You know what she would say. You know what Cinnamon would say. She'd be like, "Oh, but just spank me," or something like that. If I do it, come on. It's Cinnamon. What more can we say? God damn it. Throw myself under a bus there, don't I? So that's definitely another one that's definitely on the plate. We're looking at as much as we possibly can to definitely get people interested in doing stuff here on the channel. I want you guys' input. Obviously, I already know Ian wants more. Oh, you off to bed? Off to Chairman? Off to bed, Chairman? I can't talk tonight. Ian, I know you want more of Project Lena. I already know that. I already know. And that's definitely something that is okay. More of Project Lena. That is definitely doable. And let me explain. Project Lena is in that category where she's a good car. She really is a good car. And most Pontiacs, like Project Lena, by the time you get to now, from when they were built, usually they're in disrepair. They're in bad shape. As a matter of fact, Project Lena is showing some of those signs already that she's starting to. So we've got to start taking a look at what we can do to keep her from falling into complete disrepair. We just fixed earlier this year, we did her. We definitely, what is it, Blucky? We already looked at that whole thing where Project Lena, we worked on her window. Well, it's already acting up again. And it's like, really? I mean, so that we fixed it. It was fine, but that's just the thing. When you fix one thing around, you fix one problem, another one pops up, and it may be the same exact freaking problem almost. And it's like you're almost fighting uphill at this point. And Project Lena is no exception to that rule. And she's at that cusp. Around 2002, 2003, General Motors started doing this. Basically, they went and looked at the other car companies, and they did so in a way that was almost stupid. Basically, General Motors was at the top of the heap. We're talking, and General Motors, Chevrolet, Pontiac, Oldsmobile, Cadillac, a lot of those car companies, even Holden and other just car companies around the world that fell under the GM umbrella. And General Motors figured out that it cost them $23 more to build a car. Well, at that time, when this was discovered, General Motors made some of the best quality cars that came out of the United States. Pretty cool, right? Well, they figured out that it cost them $23 more to make a vehicle. Basically, for every vehicle they built, it cost them $23 more for that vehicle than it did for the other car companies. And in the process of figuring this bullshit out, they decided, okay, well, let's cut the cost of these cars. And now General Motors does not put out quality cars anymore. So as much as we like the Corvette and as much as we like the Camaro, these are not quality vehicles anymore, unless you want to pay through the nose. But then you're paying for, the top of the line, and within 7 years, it's obsolete again. Basically, you're buying a cell phone on four wheels, and there is no updates available for them. If you ever want to see a sales rep at a dealership go into a panic, go in and have them start showing you one of their new cars and then say, okay, I'll start purchasing this vehicle. Do you guys provide software updates for this vehicle for the duration of the time that I'm buying it? And you will watch them go into a panic. The reason why is the answer is no. And would you own a cell phone that you could not update? And the answer to that is hell no. Imagine, if you will, if you were still rocking one of the old Motorola or LG Razors from way back when, one of the originals, and you didn't, it's kind of like that. And, so no, you wouldn't. Yeah, cars today, the American car companies do not build future classics. They just do not. In 7 years, it's going to be in a junkyard. That's the way they build them now. So because of that, I'm not a big fan of modern cars. Some people are, and that's fine, But Project Lena is at that cusp where fuel injection really started coming into its own. And around after 2006 here in the United States, fuel injection is not what it once was. It's a big joke. So Project Lena is at that cusp. Rinse. Okay. Rinse what? So because of the fact she's at that cusp where General Motors started kind of, jerking around with how they built cars, some of the quality you can actually start seeing kind of falling downhill pretty quickly. And one of those spots is, and all, you need to talk to me now. Uh-oh, that's not good. Really? Well, he can go live all he wants. But anywho, so that's kind of how it stands. So car companies, that whole thing, yeah. Well, he can go live all he wants. He can talk all he wants. He's going to prison. Okay? There's enough screenshots right now. He's going to prison. So, whoop-de-doo. He can go live all he wants. Because if he keeps doing it, I'll go live about his channel. And there's a whole lot more of us than there is of him. So, I'm not worried. Punk son of a bitch. He ain't got nothing. Yes, we do. But anyhow, so that's kind of where it all stands right now. You know, so along with all of that, so we're definitely looking at some other avenues as well. So there's going to be a lot more uploaded content. Again, the streaming, because it's getting dark a lot sooner than it used to. It's one of them things. Well, you know, that's the funny thing. We know who's the, you know, it's a long story, Blucky. You kind of missed out on some stuff that happened about a week ago. Yeah, about that. You know. We're about to, you know. Well, anyhow. So, obviously, again, there's going to be a lot of stuff that's going to be coming out about the channel. You know, we're going to be working on a lot of different things. A lot of different things. We're still kicking ass. So that's pretty much it. That's really all there is to it. I've got a lot of editing to do yet. So any ideas you guys got? I obviously, you know, you guys want to see more Cinnamon. Fine. I'll be glad to put the makeup on and have some fun. It's gonna be good. It's gonna be good. We would almost have to corner you off to the side and explain it, Blucky. This person gets no help whatsoever from the Prince Magnum channel, not even the negative help. He doesn't deserve it. Ever. So that's where it stands. So, oh well. But anyhow, so any other ideas that y'all got, definitely a big help. What's going on, mechanic? So again, we're looking at bringing back the top 10s, and that's definitely on the plate. No, you good. He's jealous. He'll never amount to what I can do. And I can release a video that'll say that. Not good. What's going on, mechanic? Talk to us, homie. What's happening? No motivation? Shoot, man. Holler at me. We'll talk. See, y'all got to understand, there's content waiting to happen. You just got to figure it out. There's always content. There's always something to do. You know, that's one of the things I love about DIY. There's always something to work on. You don't give up. You just keep fighting forward, man. You'll take spells like that. So that's what that is. So, All right. So, any questions or comments? Basically, we're going to wind this down. I got more editing to do. I've got some awesome videos to put out. And tomorrow, as it stands, we will not be live streaming, but it will be uploaded content. I've got to finish editing the ones that I'm working on now. And along with that, we're definitely going to dive into some other avenues here on the channel, getting back to a little bit more straight ahead hot rodding and romance. As much as I love that stuff, I love it. It's kind of like some of the other stuff we've done, fun, but let's get back to what we do best, hot rodding and romance, and bringing that message of hope right into your homes. There you go, Blucky. All righty. So, again, I think more cinnamon was definitely on the list. Yeah, more cinnamon videos. And of course, let's see what else we got. There you go. Drop that link. We'll get over there and support you. You know that, brother. So, all right. So, any other suggestions? If you guys think of anything after the video, especially that deals in hot rodding and romance, definitely a must. Definitely a must. And if you want to see a particular series maybe come back, holler at me. All right. So that does bring us to a reasonably good stopping point. Like I said, I got a lot of work to do yet. We're not going to be live streaming tomorrow. Tomorrow is going to be a premiere video, and Tuesday will also be a premiere video. I've got enough content to do that right now. So we're definitely ready to rock and roll. All right. Yeah, drop that link, Mechanic, so we can get over there and support you as we begin, winding it down for the night. Because I got more work to do. So we're definitely on the move. Definitely on the move. More cinnamon. Yeah, there we go. So yeah, tomorrow I haven't got anything to do other than just do a good premiere video. So that is definitely on the plate. Yeah, that's pretty much it. All right, so that brings us to a point where I get to say to all of you, again, get out there and do what you do. Work on a project. Work on a project. Get out there and work on them projects. You guys hear me say that all the time. Get to work on a project. Find something that you like doing. Show us it. Show us the progress. Show us everything. That way we can, that's what we do here on the channel. We try to find something to do. There you go. So get out there and work on a project. Don't care what it is. Just do something with yourself. Remember, idle hands and a creative mind go together like oil and water. If you got a sweetheart, sweep them off their feet. Do something special for them today. And as always, for all of you out there, no one out there has told any of you that they love you today. Prince Magnum does. God bless you and have a happy 24. Thank you.